This is more than a ball, this is the heartbeat of the game. The Gearbox Racquetball, the official ball of the International Racquetball Federation. Tested by time, perfected by champions, engineered for speed, precision, and endurance. On every court, in every corner of the globe, Gearbox fuels the spirit of competition. This is the future of the game.
I played a lot of matches when I was playing the WRT with the Gearbox ball. It's a different ball than the other ones. I think it's better for the game. It's durable. I think for fans it's going to be more enjoyable. The rallies are going to be a little longer, so it's going to be fun.
The Rocky Mountain State Games is Colorado's largest sports festival with over 12,000 athletes competing in more than 35 different sports. Athletes can compete in a variety of sports ranging from archery, basketball, ultimate frisbee, and lacrosse to figure skating, pickleball, soccer, and tennis. Registration is open now for athletes of all ages and skill levels with early registration discounts and youth scholarships available. Learn more at RockyMountainStateGames.org.
Rise and shine, Colorado. Celebrate the 48th annual Colorado Springs Labor Day Liftoff in Memorial Park, August 31st to September 2nd. It's the most colorful weekend of the year. Don't miss the radiant hot air balloons soaring over the Pikes Peak region, balloon glows, happy hour, beer garden, 5K race, live entertainment, kid zone, and VIP experience. For event details, volunteer opportunities, and pre-event parking information, visit LaborDayLiftoff.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Gary Mazarov here. Jose Martinez is operating our production staff right now. Gustavo Farel taking a break, as is Jose Cruz. So this is number 6, the 6th broadcast of the day. We'll have 2 more after this one. This is men's doubles. Team Bolivia, Carrasco and Moscoso versus Team Ecuador, Cueva and Ugalde. Our head official, Ivan Valdez. He hails from Baja California in Mexico. Ensenada, to be exact, south of Tijuana, close to Rosarito Beach. It's the first round of doubles in the round-robin play First day of 8. And this is the 36th Pan Am Racquetball Championships. First one, 1987 in Caracas, Venezuela. So Valdez is going over the ground rules. If you recall, folks, 3 years ago we changed the scoring format to rally scoring. Whoever wins the rally, whether they serve or receive, would earn a point. First to 11 wins a game. First to 3 sets wins the match. So it's the best of 5. Win by 2 points. 1 player or team timeout per game, 1 minute in length. Of course, the official has the opportunity to call official times, usually to get the playing surface back in shape. Thank you, Gearbox. We're using the Gearbox Sleek Black Racquetball. Thank you, Prokenix, and thank you, Splathead, official sponsors of the International Racquetball Federation. Local sponsors, Clarion Suites, the hotel, and the water, Pura Vida, Pura Agua, I should say, Agua Pura Salvavidas. Both skipped in. Point Ecuador. Both players live in Cuenca, racquetball hotbed of Ecuador. Home of this particular event, I believe, back in 2005. Carrasco on the right for Bolivia from La Paz. And Moscoso from one of the two other, the other capital is Sucre. La Paz and Sucre are the two capitals of Bolivia. 2-0, primer set. Ugalde. Sidewall, front wall combo winner, Moscoso. So the receiving team earns a point with a handout. Second server, 2-1. It's 3 in a row on the ceilings. Make that 4. Skip in. Unforced error by Carrasco. Cueva serving. Great communication on both parts. Point serving team in red. Receiving team in green. Good start for Team Ecuador, 4-1. Short serve, failed to clear that short line, which is 20 feet from the front wall and the back wall. Second serve. Half lob in the middle. Moscoso, statement forehand winner into the right corner. Bolivia coming in to serve, having earned another point. 2 serving 4, game number 1. Thank you for tuning in. We are racquetball on the world stage here, and speaking of world, we'll be in China in August for the World Games. Racquetball, one of 35 sporting disciplines represented, squash as well. And 9 of us from the IRF will be there. 16 countries, men's and women's singles and mixed doubles. Moscoso, Sucre. Cueva took the ball early, but skipped it in left corner. Point, serving team Bolivia. So now empate cuatro iguales, 4-4, game number 1. Thank you to the LOC, Ernie Escobar. Thank you to Racquetball Guatemala, Estuardo Ware. Okay, the ruling on that is the ball cleared the back glass on a fly. Whoever hit the ball loses that rally. The other team scores a point. So in this case, Ecuador hit the ball out of play. Serving team earns a point. 5-4. Had the ball bounced and left the court, it would be a replay. First serve. Set up. Oh, nice. Fist fist pump. Cueva. He's smiling. That's one of his patented shots. I've seen him practice that multiple times. Carrasco, La Paz, puts it away. Half lob up the middle. Ball down. Moscoso. Say hello to his padre, El Señor Moscoso El Mayor. Conrado. Quiero saludarte. Lucha. Y otros amigos en Sucre y a través Bolivia. Señor Flowers, Tarija. Edwin Duran, Alba, and Supermercado in Cochabamba. Skip in, much to his chagrin, Ugalde. So his partner, Cueva, serving. Cueva will be one of 4 professional officials in China, along with Francisco Pacho Gomez, Rolando Coco Keller, and Diana Lilo Aguilar. 7 serving 8, game 1. Drive Z, hits the third wall on a fly. That's an illegal serve, second serve. Nobody home. Un error de comunicación. Doubles, communicate. It's not always 50-50. It could be 90-10. Communicate, shot selection, and of course execution. 9-7, Bolivia serving. Great serve. Deep crack. Ball up top, set up. Communication error again. This time by Bolivia. Short serve second. Carrasco. Karim Carrasco. Ball cracked. Two bounces before Moscoso could negotiate a return. Just what the doctor ordered, folks. First to 11, win by 2, 9-9. Ugalde. Great hands. Power serve weak, return put away. And now Ecuador. First game point opportunity. Nobody home there. Congratulations, Ecuador lead 1-0. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Jose, vamos a regresar.
This is more than a ball, this is the heartbeat of the game. The Gearbox Racquetball, the official ball of the International Racquetball Federation. Tested by time, perfected by champions, engineered for speed, precision, and endurance.
And Gary Mazarov back with Jose Martinez, Gustavo, and Jose Cruz taking a break. Gustavo will be back for the next match with myself. That'll be ladies doubles. We have a treat. Dominican Republic, Delgado Cespedes versus Team USA, York and Key, to be followed by the last match of the day at 4:45 local time. That will be mixed doubles, Dominican Republic versus Guatemala. 0-0. Great hands. Wide angle. And Carrasco got to it, but it hit his partner. So point scored for Ecuador, 1-0. We think it's a point scored for Ecuador. We'll wait and see what the official scoreboard says. So midway through the first game, safety holdup honored. Replay, first serve. Midway through the first game, primarily Ugalde, serving right side, found that cross-court jam into Moscoso, like that. Great retreat by Carrasco off that left side pinch. So it appears that the previous call was replay, and now it's 1-0 in favor of the serving team, Bolivia. Winner, 2-0. Conrado Moscoso Jr. Short serve. 36th edition of the Pan Am Racquetball Championships. If we follow the calendar since 1987, in a perfect world, it would be the 39th. However, 3 of them were not played, 2 because of COVID. Nick Lobb. Set up. Wide angle pass winner by Moscoso from the deep left side of the court. You can hear the score call, 3-0 from Ivan Valdez, longtime IRF professional referee. Side wall, front wall, combo winner, Moscoso, 4-0. So arguably, Bolivia let the first game slide, and now they have the momentum. Skip ball, point for the receiving team, and a handout. Ceiling ball, wide angle, ball live. Wide angle. Forehand reverse pinch into the left corner by Cueva. Fist pump, point, and the serve. Two serving four. Short serve second. Z ball, miss hit. Ugalde to touch a pinch right side, tried to, came up short, point, Bolivia. Hand out second server. 2-5, game number 2. Serving team Ecuador won the first, 11-9. There it is, that's deep crack serve. Z-ball. Another one. Camacho's playing, we call him Helicopter, he invented that shot. Skip in, oh my, no mulligans. Ugalde would like to have that one back. Not in this event. Serving team Bolivia 6, receiving team Ecuador 2. Game number 2. Men's doubles Pan American Racquetball Championships. We're going to replay it. Safety hold up, replay, first serve. No, he gave him a point, excuse me. He honored him. Voidable hinder, so it's 7-2. Failure to move or a bloqueo. Voidable hinder. And after an exchange of multiple shots, Moscoso puts it away right corner. Timeout, Ecuador. We'll take a timeout as well, and we'll be back in 1 minute, Jose.
I played a lot of matches when I was playing the WRT with the gearbox ball. It's a different ball than the other ones. I think it's better for the game. It's durable. I think for fans it's going to be more enjoyable. The rallies are going to be a little longer, so it's going to be fun.
Welcome back, everybody. Gary with Jose Martinez. Jose Cruz and Gustavo Varel will be back for the next match. 12 countries this week. Canada, USA, Mexico, Dominican Republic and Cuba, Guatemala, Costa Rica, Argentina, Chile, Ecuador, Peru, and Bolivia. Game 2, 8-2 in favor of Bolivia. They lost the first 9-11. Carrasco, Ugalde, another skip. So empty timeout by Ecuador. Nueve dos, segundo set. Eight countries representing our officiating crew. We'll go over those momentarily. Ball live. So the call on the floor is replay, first serve. Number one is safety. Stop play. Don't swing. Allow the professional referee to make his or her call. 9-2 again, first serve. So Moscoso came up with an Ugalde serve that time. So the call on the floor is ball down before Ecuador got to that last shot. Point Bolivia, game point number one in this second set. Drive Z that time, different twist by Moscoso. Ball live, Cueva. So Moscoso, it appeared that Cueva had cleared. He held up. So the call on the court, safety hold up, dead ball hinder, first serve again. Second opportunity for game for Bolivia. That's a great shot. Inside out forehand to the right side of the court, died at the back glass. And we'll take a 2-minute break. When we come back, it'll be tied 1 game each for both teams, Bolivia and Ecuador.
Rocky Mountain State Games is Colorado's largest sports festival with over 12,000 athletes competing in more than 35 different sports. Athletes can compete in a variety of sports ranging from archery, basketball, ultimate frisbee, and lacrosse to figure skating, pickleball, soccer, and tennis. Registration is open now for athletes of all ages and skill levels, with early registration discounts and youth scholarships available. Learn more at RockyMountainStateGames.org.
Rise and shine, Colorado. Celebrate the 48th annual Colorado Springs Labor Day Liftoff in Memorial Park, August 31st to September 2nd. It's the most colorful weekend of the year. Don't miss the radiant hot air balloons soaring over the Pikes Peak region, balloon glows, happy hour, beer garden,
Back live. Game number 3. Gary along with Jose M. Martinez. Gustavo and Jose Cruz will be back next match. Which, lovely match. Anticipated. Ladies doubles. Key in York, USA. Cespedes Delgado, Dominican Republic. Ivan Valdez, our professional ref, just called the score 0-0. Game 3, one game each. Empate 1-1. First game point scored in game number 3 by Bolivia Moscoso, 1-0. Up top. It's 4 in a row. Wide angle. Oh, nice snap forehand. Rally ending shot by Moscoso. Deep court. Point Bolivia. Referees: USA, Mexico, Costa Rica, Colombia, Italy, Bolivia, Ecuador, and Guatemala. Short serve. Replay, 2-0 first serve. It was convergence and a little bit of contact, so Valdez called it dead. Replay first serve. Ugalde put it away. Rally ending shot, fist pump, point. And serve. All the elements in his favor. 1-2. Z-ball. Z-ball again. Uncontested. Hand out, point for the receiving team, 1-3. Drive Z, great serve, up top. We thought the ball skipped, yet Valdez thought the ball rolled. And guess what, folks? It's his call. Point, Ecuador, 2-3. Point scored, avoidable hinder. No appeals till the quarterfinals, at which time we'll have the VAR system, the video assist review. It's 3 in a row, make that 4. Wide angle. Cracked out at 30 feet. That's how we teach it. Point, Ecuador, 4-3. Well, you see Moscoso coming in, poaching on that. Cueva saw it, overhit it. Fault serve. Half lob middle. Wide angle. Perfecto. That ball cracked out at 35 feet. Side out point for the receiving team now. The serving team. Empate 4 iguales. 4-4, game number 3. First day of individual play. Start team play on Thursday and finish on Saturday. Except the juniors. The juniors will finish on Friday. Cinco cuatro, you heard in the background from Valdez. Moscoso. Sucre. Up top. Carrasco. Reverse. Impresionante. Joined by Alan Chacone. Great player and, in my opinion, the best coach for Nicaragua in the history of racquetball. Coach for Costa Rica as well. Ball skip. Point for the receiving team and a handout, 1 down. So thus far in the 6 matches we've had here on the show court, Carrasco, fly kill left corner. 7-5, 7-5. We've had the longest exchange of ceiling balls has been 4. 3-point spread now, 8-5 in favor of the serving team. Cueva skipped it in, 9-5. Is it time for a timeout? The answer is no. Nobody home. Deep court. Third set. Potential game point number 1. Bolivia. High lob right into the middle. Carrasco with his patented forehand reverse pinch winner. So when we return in 2 minutes, it'll be Bolivia 2 games to Ecuador 1 game. Stay tuned. We'll be back, Jose.
Rise and shine, Colorado. Celebrate the 48th annual Colorado Springs Labor Day Liftoff in Memorial Park, August 31st to September 2nd. It's the most colorful weekend of the year. Don't miss the radiant hot air balloons soaring over the Pikes Peak region, balloon glows, happy hour, beer garden, 5K race, live entertainment, kids zone, and VIP experience. For event details, volunteer opportunities, and pre-event parking information, visit LaborDayLiftoff.com.
Back live, Gary with Jose. The other Jose and Gustavo will be back for the next feed. So Ecuador will serve this game 4. They served the second game. Whoever serves game 1 serves game 3. If it goes tiebreak, which is the 5th set, 5th game, whoever has earned the most points has the choice to serve or not. 0-0, Ugalde. Short serve called, second serve. Skip ball. Point scored for, Ecuador. 1-0. Ecuador has to win this to force 5th game, tiebreak. Once again, rally scoring. First to 11, win by 2. Carrasco. Good coverage there. Safety hold up should be avoidable. Avoidable hinder, failure to move, a bloqueo, 2-0. We think it's 2-0, but the official scoreboard does not show that. Oh my, all cracks are good. All right, so the previous call evidently was a dead ball hinder by Valdez, not an avoidable. Now that ball, last shot cracked out from the racket of the Ecuador player, 2-0. Ugalde going back to what worked for him in the first game. That deep crack, that jam into the middle with the power serve from the forehand side. Again, that crack, point. Nothing the receiving team can do other than to change the pace, call a timeout. Skip ball by Cueva. So that was the first half inning of this game. Kudos to Ecuador, they scored 4 points. And with the side out, because only one player from each team first half inning in each game serves. Points scored for now the serving team, 1-4. That's 4. We now have a record, that's 5. Sometimes it's good to be fortunate, be lucky. From our perspective, that was a misdirect. Yet the ball cracked out. All cracks are good. Point for the receiving team. It's 1-5. Unfair bounce, replay it. Go. Keep the door closed. That's my call, play ball. I think they want a ruling. So it's great to understand the rule set. IRT pros versus IRF amateurs. That was a wet ball call during the rally, meaning dead ball hinder. Now it reverts back to first serve. There's no such call in the pros. Unless the rules have recently changed in the pros, men's pro. There's only one court hinder, and that's when the ball hits the front wall, the first surface it hits thereafter, the referee can stop play for a wet ball. Here the rally starts when the receiving team legally returns the ball, and then play thereafter, you could have a court hinder, in this case a wet ball. So it's first serve. Bolivia serving 1-5. Skip ball. Unless the momentum changes, we're likely to have a 5th set tiebreak. Each team is entitled to one team timeout per game, 1 minute in length. Official timeout could come at any time for equipment replacement or keeping the playing surface neat and clean and fair. And then there are injury times, but you have to have contact. Ball down. One down, hand out. Handout came from handball. One hand down. Handball came before racquetball. And handball came before paddleball. And paddleball came before racquetball. So there's your history lesson, folks. Game number 4, Bolivia ahead 2-1. They're serving. They're down in game 4, 3 points to 6 points. Unrado Moscoso Jr. serving. His partner is Kadim Carrasco. This is an official timeout. Ecuador team on the left-hand side playing the backhand. On Francisco Cueva and his partner, Ugalde. Carrasco, Ugalde, Cueva, fist pump, hand out, point, receiving team. Getting closer, they being Ecuador, to forcing a 5th set, 3-7. Ball down. It's a great inning for the receiving team. They held Bolivia at bay, and now it's 8-3 in game number 4. Bolivia will use their 1 timeout, and we'll take a timeout. Tiempo, señor Martinez. Vamos a regresar 1 minuto. Back live at Court Central. Gary with Jose. The other Jose and Gustavo will be back next match. Ladies doubles, USA and Dominican Republic. We're getting closer to a tiebreak here, game 5. Ecuador serving, they lead 8-3 in game 4. They find themselves with a 1-game deficit at 1-2. Ugalde serving. Skip ball. Quality timeout by Bolivia. Come back in, get a handout and a point, so it's 8-4 now. World Games coming up in August, followed by World Senior Racquetball in August. World Games in China. World Seniors in New Mexico. And then in December, we'll have the IRF Junior Championships in Dominican Republic. So 9-4, corto set. Drive Z. Error no forzado, unforced error by Moscoso. And now we have potentially game point number 1 for Ecuador. Oh my. He had gone with a drive Z to the left. Now he hits it across his body. The ball cracks out, short crack, winner. And Ecuador forces a 5th set by virtue of winning that game 4, 11-4. So we'll take a break for 2 minutes. You're here on the IRF networks. We're here in Guatemala City.
This is more than a ball. This is the heartbeat of the game. The Gearbox Racquetball, the official ball of the International Racquetball Federation. Tested by time, perfected by champions, engineered for speed, precision, and endurance. On every court, in every corner of the globe, Gearbox fuels the spirit of competition. This is the future of the game.
I played a lot of matches when I was playing the WRT with the Gearbox ball. It's a different ball than the other ones. I think it's better for the game. It's durable. I think for fans it's going to be more enjoyable. The rallies are going to be a little longer, so it's going to be fun.
The Rocky Mountain State Games is Colorado's largest sports festival with over 12,000 athletes competing in more than 35.
So we're back live, Gary and Jose. We're about to embark on the fifth game. It's a tiebreak, 11 points, rally scoring, win by 2. We're playing under the IRF set of rules. InternationalRacquetball.com. Look at the rules, print yourself out a set. 2024 to 2026 current set of rules. So by virtue of having scored more points in the first 4 games than their opponents, Bolivia has a choice to serve and they're taking it. Valdez, pro official, called the score 0-0. Great start for Ecuador. Holds Bolivia at bay, at which time they earn a point as well. It's 1-0. Ugalde serving. 10 seconds once the score is called. He's approaching a delay there. Point 2-0. Ladies doubles following this match, and then the finale today, mixed doubles. It's a great serve, setup. Carrasco, Moscoso, Cueva, everybody in the mix. Reverse, set up. Not that time. Backhand near side pinch with in the left corner, Moscoso. Hand out 2-1. Thank you, Dr. Ware, and thank you, Ernie, local organizing committee, and the Federation here in Guatemala. Skip ball, 3-1. Osvaldo Maggi, Presidente, the Federation International Racquetball, followed in the footsteps of Keith Calkins. Our leaders, Keith and Luke. The reason we're here today and racquetball is on the world stage. Conrado Moscoso serving. Bolivia 2, Ecuador 3, fifth set. Intermediate lob, middle court. Wrap around. Great communication, both teams. That's called a predicament. Cueva put himself in a position we call predicament. Wasn't able to track that ball. That was La Copa Suya. Point for Bolivia. 3-3, game 5. Same serve in the middle. That should be a dead ball hinder replay first serve. Dead ball hinder means no harm, no foul. It always reverts back to the first serve. Same serve up the middle. Moscoso deep left up top. Skip ball. Ceiling ball. If you use badminton terms, it's a clearing shot. Moves the opponent to the deep part of the court. So if they're going to score or they try to score, oftentimes it's a low percentage offensive shot. Pay dividends that time for Bolivia because Ecuador on that last shot skipped it in. Bolivia now has their first lead of this tiebreak. Point scored, avoidable hinder. Predicated by that weak return of serve up the middle. So a 2-point spread in favor of Bolivia, 5-3. Bolivia is coached by their paisan Carlos Keller for this match. So that's a dead ball hinder replay because in the opinion of Valdez, the head official, the opponent had cleared. Same serve up the middle. Cueva. That's a tremendous shot. Above his head, snaps an overhead, high to low, and the ball took 2 bounces up front. The law of physics will defy that shot returned by Cueva. Point Bolivia. 6-4. So Moscoso, from our perception, has toned down or amped down, if you will, his pace. He's being smarter with his shot selection, hitting a ton of wide angles, forcing his opponents deep. (6-4) game 5. Thank you, Gearbox. Thank you, ProKennex. Thank you, Splathead. Unforced error, Moscoso. Ugalde's smiling. You don't get many of those shots out of Conrado. 5-6. We have not had an overtime game here, not that I know of. There may have been one, 12-10. Carrasco. Ball down. Ball cracked off the front and side wall. Point awarded to the receiving team after that last shot, and a hand down, hand out. 5-7. Animo, Cueva. Not sure why Moscoso's trying to poach on those. His just backhand so strong. Wrap around. Helicopter. Ball called down before Carrasco could retrieve it, so point for Ecuador. Lo and behold, blink your eyes twice, it's tied up at 7. Empates 7 iguales. Joined by Dean Shear, our drug czar, and our food and beverage manager. What a great match, folks. Fist pump, animo, Cueva. Will Ecuador close it out? The operative question right now. It's 8-7. Somewhat of a surprise. Bolivia's the favorite of this match. Half lob left. Oh my, near side pinch forehand. Moscoso. Bolivia had a chance there. Floor's getting a little more mojado, they'll clean it up. Otra vez, empate 8 iguales. Scores called, 10 seconds to initiate the serve, 10 seconds to be ready. Half lob middle, ceiling ball 2, make that 3. Ugalde unfortunately jammed himself, point for the serving team, 9-8. He's asking if they have a time, and they do. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout, 1 minute break. Bring it back in 1 minute, Jose.
The Rocky Mountain State Games is Colorado's largest sports festival with over 12,000 athletes competing in more than 35 different sports. Athletes can compete in a variety of sports ranging from archery, basketball, ultimate frisbee, and lacrosse to figure skating, pickleball, soccer, and tennis. Registration is open now for athletes of all ages and skill levels, with early registration discounts and youth scholarships available. Learn more at RockyMountainStateGames.org.
And along with Jose Martinez, Gary Mazeroff, we're here, Court Central. Tiebreak, 5th set. Bolivia serving 9, Ecuador 8. They're tied at 2. First to 11 win by 2. Valdez from Mexico called the score. Guatemala City, the capital of Guatemala, about 1.2 million. Same serve in the middle. That's impressive. Sobre pique, mata, punto, recibidores. Empate otra vez, 9 iguales, 9-9, game 5. Wrap around. Wide angle. Cross court. Kill. Ball skipped. Kill attempt. Skip ball. Match point number 1 for Bolivia, 10-9, game 5. Half lob. Up top. Conservative shot. Wide angle. Wrap around. They're going to call a dead ball hinder on that convergence deep court. Good call by Valdez. First serve. Half lob, middle. Carrasco. Ugalde. Ball down. He called it ball up. Replay, first serve. Another match point attempt by Bolivia. Up top again. Make that three. Skip ball, much to the chagrin of Team Bolivia. Okay, folks, now we go tiebreak and overtime. Scores tied again, empate 10 iguales, 10-10. Now we go to 12. Our record was 26-24 2 years ago. Ugalde goes back to that serve he started back in the first game. Comes up short. Half lob with a Z angle in the middle. Jam, if you will. Set up Ugalde. Piso Ugalde. Put things into perspective. It was tied at 10. Serving team lost that rally. Now it's 10-11. Match point for the receiving team. This is the third match point for Bolivia, even though they're the receiving team. Comes behind his back, comes up short, second serve. Half lob, short hop. Moscoso rolls out the short hop. Sobre pique. Match point in favor of Bolivia as the receiving team. They win 12-10. We'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes for the 7th of our 8th broadcast today. For Gary and Jose, we're signing off. Stay tuned on the IRF networks.
Rise and shine, Colorado. Celebrate the 48th annual Colorado Springs Labor Day Liftoff in Memorial Park, August 31st to September 2nd. It's the most colorful weekend of the year. Don't miss the radiant hot air balloons soaring over the Pikes Peak region, balloon globes, happy hour, beer garden, 5K race, live entertainment, kids zone, and VIP experience. For event details, volunteer opportunities, and pre-event parking information, visit LaborDayLiftoff.com.